What's up, Bear Nation? So I'm here at the Refuge Medical Office, and we have a couple of new buckets to talk to you about. One is the baby birthing bucket right here, and the other that goes with it is the postpartum bucket. Now, why the HE double hockey sticks do I would need a baby birthing bucket and a postpartum bucket? The answer is because statistically, 9 months after a tragic event, a whole bunch of babies are born. Because we're like, comfort me. Oh, you feel good. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I guess so. And next thing you know, you're preggers AF. And so if it's an actual event, all the ladies over here are grinning at me, right? They know what's up. They're like, we should probably put a bunch of condoms in there. But this is, if you missed that step, that gets you to here. The baby birthing bucket and the postpartum bucket. The idea being that if it's like a true grid down SHTF scenario and or you like live in the woods of Montana and there's a snowstorm, what do? This is not a replacement for medical professional skills, but it is everything you need inside of a bucket to bring a new life into the world. And since you know way more about that than I do,
I've had a couple of them.
You're our Vanna today, so
yeah,
I've
had a couple kids.
Just a couple dozen. Yeah,
not a couple dozen, only a half dozen.
I think we have a half dozen kids in the office today.
Probably right now.
Don't tell OSHA. All right.
So it starts with the emergency birth kit. This is all sterile in the bag. It has tons of stuff in it. It has blankets and umbilical cord clamps and syringes and forceps and gloves and hats, and the whole thing has a placenta basin and the lid and the under.
And this is hospital grade.
Yeah.
This is what you get from at the hospital if you're going to have a baby. This is the bag they rip open when you're going to have a baby.
Yeah.
So
same exact thing as you get from them, and you guys have one, and it goes in your bucket.
What else we got?
And then this is just extras that we've added because they're like the nice to have. So extra lap pads, so places to sit on when stuff's coming out.
Nice.
You know. Some disposable washcloths because you need lots and lots of things to wipe things up and you want to be able to throw them away, so they're nice and disposable. Hot pads for your back when you're in labor because it helps.
See, I don't know these things. Never been in labor before, so.
Some oral rehydration salts and bendy straws, and if anybody's ever been in labor, they understand bendy straws are important. TJ did not understand, like, why do they need bendy straws? And I was like, woman in labor needs hydration, can't move, straw bend, stick in mouth,
yeah, right?
Drink.
Yeah, mind blown.
It works. Yeah, it works. So these are really important.
So there was a lot of really good thought that went into this. You should come over here too and say hi.
We have multiple people that have helped with this.
There are a lot of ladies in here.
Yeah, a really cute receiving blanket that's got baby chickens on it. Baby chickens.
Nice.
So we picked that out, because homesteady people. 2 trash bags, 2 freezer bags, because stuff gets messy.
Right.
Stuff gets messy.
And there's Callie.
Yes.
Callie helped design.
I did.
Helped design the birth bucket too. And then we have this little baggie that has all kinds of stuff in it.
That's awesome.
So,
see, I'm learning too. They were like, hey, we have a birthing bucket. I'm like, that's awesome. We should sell that. They're like, cool. What should we put in it? I'm like, I have no freaking clue.
Headlamp, because if you're helping somebody give birth, you probably need both hands. So headlamp and batteries.
Good point.
Yep. Thermometer.
Is that an oral thermometer?
It is an oral thermometer. It's meant for mom.
Just checking.
You need to check mom's temperature when you're in labor. This is for birth. This is for labor. This is not really as much about baby, except for like just when baby comes out. There is some sterile gloves. As long as we can get sterile gloves, there will be sterile gloves in here. 2 pairs, but this is one of those really hard things to find, but right now we have them. And the lubrication for the gloves, because that's important. Some wipes. So we've got alcohol wipes, we've got triple antibiotic ointment, we've got antiseptic and iodine wipes in here. Clean all the things. A survival blanket, because they're not just for survivalists. They can actually save a baby's life who is, hypothermic and having trouble keeping warm. These are amazing for that. And then we added an extra in the big birth kit. There is the blue sucky syringe thing that everybody knows, which can help clean out the mouth. But if you actually have an emergency and the baby's having trouble breathing, this is actually called a Deli mucus trap, which if you know how to use it, it's awesome. It's kind of like the what is that thing called?
The booger sucker?
The booger sucker thing that they
Uh-huh.
have now where you suck on one end.
Yeah.
This is the original concept of that.
The Freedom or
Yeah.
the Frida Baby thing.
The free to baby thing. Well, this is the real surgical version or medical version of that same concept. And then we have a cute little birth certificate and footprinter things. So you can put mom's fingerprints and footprints on like a cute little birth certificate that's got a little birth certificate.
So it has a birth certificate in it.
Yeah.
And it has the
And a
measuring
measuring tape.
tape.
So,
Measuring tape to measure baby's head and length.
So when she's like, his head was huge, you'd be like, actually not. You're
Nah.
exaggerating. It was only 12
It's
centimeters.
always
Knock
huge.
it off.
12 centimeters is huge.
I don't know.
Just-
I have no idea.
Yeah. And then, okay, a surgical scrub brush with the disinfectant on it. So clean out the nails for anybody who's going to be touching places that the sun don't shine. And hydrogen peroxide. And if anybody doesn't know, hydrogen peroxide is not meant for the skin. It is meant to clean up blood, all the places that it goes afterwards. It's super great for cleaning up blood. So it's not a huge bottle, but that is why. That's everything that is in the bucket as it comes. And then we have options because people love all the optional add-ons.
These are the options right
Yeah, there's
here.
lots of options.
Nice.
So military surgical kit, which a lot of that stuff is already in the main emergency birth kit, but people love to have some extras. Herbal postpartum sitz bath. This is for anything that's swollen. It helps a lot. After ease tincture, which is a tincture that helps with postpartum cramping. And first babies, you may not need it. Second, third, fourth, you need multiple bottles of this after a while. So you want to know that?
I had no idea.
Yep. And then Eldon blood typing cards, because if it is literally the end of the world, you may not know what your blood type is, and it is important to know that if mom and dad don't match what baby is, to know if any blood mixing has happened, and there's ROGAM and alternatives and things like that. But it's really important to at least know. So when you order, you get 3, 1 for mom, 1 for dad, 1 for baby.
Cool.
And a BP cuff,
BP cuff
and
stethoscope.
that is available for those. And those are all extra add-ons if you want them. They're definitely not necessary, but they're nice to have.
Super cool. And so do you guys want to come over on this side of the table and show them what's in the postpartum bucket? Because
You want to do that one now?
I don't know. Because I make the big decisions around here, not the little ones. And honestly, most of the big decisions, they're just like, hey, boss, we did this. And I'm like, that's a great idea. I'm glad you did that.
Okay, so this is the postpartum bucket. And so if you order any of those add-ons, they're going to come in your birth bucket because there's a little bit of room in there. We can shove in the holes. It cannot fit in your postpartum bucket, and you'll see why. It is totally packed. So if you order just the postpartum bucket, you don't have to order both. If you order just the postpartum bucket, your add-ons, you can add them. They will just come on the side in your package. If you order your birth bucket, they're going to come in the birth bucket. Another cute little cheeky blanket.
Baby blanket.
3x3s. And this specifically goes with the witch hazel. So we've got a big bottle of witch hazel and 3x3s for anything that's swollen, usually on the back side. It's important. Peri bottles for wiping and squirting all the places that may be swollen. If guys need more direction on this, ask your wives.
Yeah.
Baby hat.
That's a cute little baby hat. That's a little tiny.
Little tiny.
Little
it
tiny.
stretches. It stretches to the 15 centimeters.
Yeah, it is actually stretchy
It's very stretchy. Another thing, 50 disposable washcloths,
for all the
because
reasons.
you need all those. These are the greatest thing ever. This is a pad. It is absorbent like a normal pad for blood, but if you break it and shake it, it gets cold.
For the
For all the
swelling.
swelling places, yes. And there's actually 6 of those in here. There's all of them because they're really awesome and really important. They're a favorite. And then you have all the underwear things. So these are actually like pull-ups for adults, and they're pretty and they have little flowers on them, but they're pull-ups for moms afterwards. And then we just have regular pads with wings, like a 50 of them, and to help you soak up all the stuff.
Help
So
you
this
get
is
through
like
the thing.
soaking and swelling after kids.
It's almost like y'all have had babies before. Because
yes, quite a bit.
I had no idea. So, all right, I'm gonna put a bonus. Great work.
Do you know like how much they cost and like
No.
they get a discount and stuff?
Oh,
if they
there's
order?
discounts? You should tell them about this.
The birth bucket is $149. The postpartum bucket is $109. And we now have a new thing. If you buy any 2 buckets in our store, you get $20 off. And that can include the wound care bucket. You can order like a birth and wound, or one of each of these.
You can mix and match.
Mix and match. And we have more buckets coming soon, so keep your eye out. It'll keep adding.
Awesome. And so you get $20 off. You got $149 and $109. That's like $260. But minus $20 is $240. It's actually $238. So that's not bad to be able to birth a baby at home. And it's like in a bucket, it'll last in here indefinitely.
Yeah, because even the witch hazel, like the only thing, the witch hazel, it doesn't go bad. And the peroxide is not for human use. It's for
Right.
like your carpet and your clothes and stuff. So
Right.
it's good.
Cool. Well, good job, ladies. And this is live on the store at refugemedical.com. And I will put the links in the description down below. It's, I think it's cool. And it's definitely a niche that I don't think many other people are involved in. I have seen other home birth kits, but they're not designed for preppers in mind. They're not designed for what happens if the world ends, which is a big motivating factor here for us. And also, your world can end locally. Hurricane, tornado, fire, mudslide, earthquake, flooding, right? And so SHTF isn't necessarily the Panamanian paratroopers have landed in your backyard. It could be a loss of a job. It could be a catastrophic injury. There's lots of things that could happen. So check it out. And as always, super interested in your comments down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know what other buckets you'd like to see. And be advised, there are limited quantities on this. I'm not trying to be the ShamWow guy for you. I'm just telling you the truth. There's limited quantities on this because I don't know if you noticed, but the world is trying to have another world war right now. And things are a little difficult to get our hands on. And in fact, where is he, Mr. Turner? Where is he? Bob, come here real quick. Succinctly, 15 seconds or less. Tell the people how difficult is it to get things right now?
In 15 seconds or less. It's really effing difficult. If you don't have what you need, you're already late. To the point where I'm reaching out to companies and they're like, yeah, no, we're actually not letting anyone buy from us that we don't know or haven't known for the past 15 years.
Yeah.
So buy your crap. Or you should have, or put your crap that you already bought, because you already bought it, in the right buckets, and make sure you have two absorbers right now.
Yeah.
Because you need your crap. Get your ducks in a row, headed towards the pond.
Yeah. Do the things.
Do the thing.
Yeah, because it's the window of opportunity to do the things is closing. So anyway, those are the 2 new buckets, the birthing bucket, the postpartum bucket, refugemedical.com. Thank you for supporting our small businesses. And as proof, look, babies in the office, we know a thing or two about little people. Y'all have a blessed day. Shalom.